Hi, and welcome to the Open Mind Studio. We're two friends who chat in easy English so you can get more comfortable listening and speaking, a little more each week. I'm Emma.
And I'm Alex. It's really good to have you here with us today.
And one quick note before we start. We've made this chat for A2 to B1 learners, so if you're still building your confidence, you're in exactly the right place.
So, Emma, how are you today? Did you have a good week?
Pretty good, thank you. A little tired, but happy. How about you?
Same here. A bit of a busy week, but it always feels nice to slow down and talk with you, and with everyone listening.
It does. I always feel better after we sit down and talk. Right, enough about our week. Let's get into it.
So, here's our topic. It's one of the trickiest little moments in English, the moment you have to talk about yourself.
You know the one. Someone says, "So, tell me about yourself." And suddenly your mind goes completely empty.
The big question. We have all been there. So today, we'll build you a simple structure and give you lots of real sentences you can borrow.
And near the end, we'll slow right down and go through a few useful words together, nice and clearly.
But first, a tiny thing. If you're enjoying this, a quick like or subscribe really does help. It's how new learners stumble across the channel.
And a bit later, we'd love you to drop one sentence in the comments. Even one short line does more than you'd think. Putting the words down helps them stay in your head.
So, let's begin. And Emma, didn't something happen to you this weekend?
Oh, it did. Something a little embarrassing. I'll tell you the worst part later. You have to earn it.
You can't do that. Now I'll think about it the whole time.
Good. A little mystery. So, I was at my friend's dinner. Lots of new people. People I had never met. And you know, I get a little shy with strangers.
Ah, and then someone asked the big question, the one we all secretly dread at a party.
A woman sat next to me, smiled, and said, "So, tell me about yourself." And Alex, my mind went completely empty, like someone turned off the lights in my head.
That feeling is so common, and it's worth fixing because this moment finds you everywhere. A new classmate, a new coworker, a neighbor, a friend online. People always reach for that same question.
And not only in everyday life, in a job interview, in a class, when you travel. So it really helps to have a calm little answer ready.
Exactly. So let's build one together, piece by piece. And please, don't worry about sounding perfect. A few simple lines you can reach for when your heart is racing, that's really all you need.
Okay, I like that. No pressure. So where do we begin? What's the very first piece of a good introduction?
The first piece is the simplest. Just 3 small things. Your name, where you're from, and what you do. That's the whole foundation.
3 things. That feels small enough that I can actually manage it. Even when I'm nervous, I think I can hold on to 3.
Think of it as a quick snapshot of you. The other person can't see your whole life, but with 3 things, they get a clear little picture. Watch, I'll do it slowly. Hi, I'm Alex. I'm from Toronto. I'm a software engineer. And then I stop.
Short, but warm. And there are different ways to say each part, right?
Plenty. For your name, I'm Alex, or my name is Alex. A bit friendlier. Hi, I'm Alex. Nice to meet you. More formal. Hello, my name is Alex. It's a pleasure to meet you.
And for where you're from, I'm from London. Add the city. I'm from London in England. Or, if you've moved, I grew up in London, but I live in Lisbon now.
And for what you do, I work as a designer. I work in tech. Or, if you study, I'm a student. I study art.
So you mix and match. Hi, I'm Emma. I'm from London. I'm a graphic designer. Done. No freezing.
Now, your turn, listener. Pause for 1 second. In your head, say your 3 things. Your name, where you're from, what you do. Just 3.
Easy, isn't it? That's already a good introduction. Although, here's where I used to disagree with you, Alex. I used to think you should plan every single word before anyone asks, but you always said, plan every word and you sound like a robot reading a card.
I did say that. Just be a person.
But my person froze. So we landed in the middle. Don't write a speech. Just keep your 3 things ready so your brain always has something to hold on to.
The middle, exactly. Okay, let's add the second piece. After your 3 things, you add one fun thing. A hobby.
Just one. Something you really enjoy. Not a long list, not your whole weekend. One thing is plenty.
I think of a hobby like a little door. You open it and the other person can walk in. Now they've got something to ask you about.
So you might say, in my free time, I love cooking. Or, I can't get enough of photography. Or, I'm a huge fan of old movies.
And the second you say it, they can ask, "Oh, what do you cook?" And just like that, you're in a real conversation.
For me, it's, in my free time, I take photos. And someone always asks, oh, what do you take photos of? Every single time.
For me, it's cooking. Although, my cooking is mostly smoke. This morning, the alarm went off again. Sam came running out of his room in a towel. He thought the building was on fire.
Poor Sam. He lives in fear of your kitchen.
He really does. But you see, even a small, silly story is a little door. People remember it.
Your turn again, listener. Think of one hobby, one thing you enjoy. How would you start the sentence? In my free time, I... Say it in your head.
Now, the third piece. And this one's my favorite. Once you've shared, you hand it back. You just say, "What about you?"
What about you? Such a small sentence, but I never think to use it. I always feel like I have to keep talking and fill the silence myself.
Small, but it rescues you every time. It's like passing the ball. You share a little, then you pass it across, and now it's a chat, not a test.
And there are other ways to pass the ball. How about you? And you? What about yourself?
So the whole thing becomes, "Hi, I'm Alex. I'm from Toronto. I'm a software engineer. In my free time, I love cooking. What about you?" Short, warm, and you stop.
I love that, because now I'm not standing alone in the spotlight. Your turn, listener. Practice the ending. Say it. What about you? That little question is your best friend.
And now the last piece, the most important one. What to do with the nerves.
Can I tell you a fact? You know I always have one. When we panic, the brain actually hides our words for a few seconds. It's a real thing, and it happens to absolutely everyone.
So it's not your fault. Your brain just runs away for a moment.
My brain runs away. Yes, so what do we do when it does?
You keep a couple of rescue lines ready. If you freeze, you can smile and say, "Sorry, you go first." Or, "Give me a second." Or, "Let me think." Calm, simple, and the panic passes.
And here's the big one, isn't it? The thing that matters more than any clever sentence you could ever prepare.
It is. You don't have to be interesting. You just have to be kind. Smile, share a little, ask about them. People remember how you made them feel, not the exact words you used.
That takes all the pressure away. My sister Priya is wonderful at this. She just smiles, gives her 3 things, asks a question back. No panic at all.
Priya is good at everything. It's a little annoying. Honestly, my trouble is the opposite of freezing. I talk too much. The first time someone asked me in Toronto, I went on for 5 whole minutes. My job, my school, my childhood, my favorite pizza. The poor man just nodded.
So one of us says one word, and the other says 1,000.
Exactly. The sweet spot is in the middle. 3 things, 1 hobby, then what about you? And I had already forgotten his name 2 seconds later. I once called Sam Steve for a whole month. He just answered to it.
Oh, Alex. Okay, You've been so patient. Are you ready for my worst part?
Ready. Tell me, what did you say at that dinner?
So the woman said, "Tell me about yourself." My brain ran away. I panicked. I opened my mouth and out came, "Hi, I'm Emma, and I really like bread."
Bread?
Just bread. My three things collapsed into one thing, and the one thing was bread.
That is the greatest introduction I have ever heard. But honestly, she remembers you now. You're the bread girl. You won.
The bread girl. Oh no, that's my name forever.
And that's really the whole lesson. You don't need a perfect answer. You just need your three things. And maybe a little less bread.
Noted. Okay, before we finish, let's run through a handful of words from today, nice and slow.
Good idea. First one, to freeze. When your mind freezes, it suddenly stops. You can't think or speak for a moment.
For example, I froze when she asked me the question. Or, don't worry if you freeze, it happens to everyone.
Next, shy. A shy person feels a bit nervous around new people and stays quiet at first.
For example, I'm a little shy when I meet new people. Or, he's shy at first, but very friendly once you know him.
Next, a big fan of. This just means you really like something.
For example, I'm a big fan of spicy food. Or, she's a big fan of true crime podcasts.
Then, your free time. That's the time when you're not working or studying.
For example, in my free time, I go swimming. Or, how do you spend your free time?
And one more, to break the ice. It means to start a conversation in a warm, friendly way, so the first moment isn't awkward.
For example, a simple question is a great way to break the ice. Or, he told a small joke to break the ice.
If a couple of those slipped past you, no problem. Just replay this bit. And try making one sentence of your own with one of the words, in your head or in the comments.
So, let's pull the whole thing together. Your introduction is really just a few simple pieces.
1. Your three things. Name, where you're from, what you do. 2. One hobby, your little door. 3. Hand it back with, what about you? And 4. Stay calm and kind. You don't have to be interesting.
And here's how to make it stick. Don't try to learn all four at once. Pick just one piece, maybe your hobby line, and get it really comfortable first.
Then, sometime today, try the whole thing out loud when no one's around. On a walk, while the kettle boils, whenever. Hearing your own voice say it makes a huge difference.
And then come back and type your introduction under this video. Writing it really does help. When the words are in front of you, they settle in much faster.
So, over to you. Here's our little challenge. Can you introduce yourself in just 3 sentences? Your name, where you're from, and one thing you love.
Pop it in the comments. We read every single one. And be honest, do you freeze like me? Or talk too much like Alex?
We genuinely love to know. And if today helped, a like, a subscribe, or sharing it with a friend who's learning English means a lot.
Thank you for spending this time with us today. Everything you just did here counts. That was real listening practice, and you should feel good about it.
And next time, we'll tackle what comes after the introduction, the small talk. The how was your week, the weather, all of that lovely, slightly awkward middle bit.
Oh, that's a good one. So, until next time, keep going, keep speaking, and go easy on yourself.
That's all from us today. I'm Alex.
And I'm Emma.